Hello and welcome my friends, back with T1, facing HLE Life this time, and let's see how we can tear them apart. Sure, this roster looks pretty good, but look at the skill line and well, yeah, not really working out too much. So let's see what T1 might be cooking this time. Okay my friends, so coming into this game number 1, we see a very interesting draft here. T1, maybe not too spicy, but I mean, we have a Ziggs in bot lane. Very interesting. So T1, high focus on scaling. Obviously, this comp could also look to snowball. Not too realistic, but hey, in case it's T1. We have a lot of poke, we have a lot of scaling, we have some, yeah, nice ranged abilities. But on the other side, HLE Life, yeah, they're going for a bit more of a mid game. Very aggressive, very forward into our face. So yeah, if we fall behind, this could be really rough, because this HLE Life comp, right? Strong champions, capable players, right? Capable players. Kingen versus Zeus. That's a rematch from the World Finals. Kingen again, this time with a broken ass champion. So yeah, nothing much changed. Zeka versus Faker once more. That's a good one. Right, this HLE Life roster, sure, 1 and 3, it's not really working out for them, but the players, we have to believe, are pretty good. I mean, Viper Life versus Guma Keria, man. This is like world semi-final, final level players that we see here just casually facing off in the LCK. Yeah, best league, by the way. Ah, very good, level 1. And that's the solo kill by Zeus, level 1, Kassadin, going back into the fountain, TP exhausted, man. Yo, what a great level 1 this must have been by Zeus. Didn't use any summoner spells, got the ghost, obviously got the TP, and got the first blood kill, man. Top lane is GG. Zeus, perfect damage output, not really missing anything, getting everything out of his champion that he needs and wants to. Bot lane also here looking rather spicy. Flash auto attack. What is going on, man? HLE Life is being completely decimated. And oh, Viper. Oh ho ho. He wishes he was back at EDG, because that is GG also for the bot lane. So top, bot, everything is alright. Faker. Oh, wait. No, they actually go to Keria, who's obviously out of the turret, so that's easy. And that's a kill and a shutdown for the Irelia, the only really champion who's doing all right on the HLE Life side. And yeah, that's a big plus for them. Obviously, she has a good time there in the mid lane against the Kassadin. Okay, so HLE Life, there's now a big window. Zeka and Clid can make their way towards the bot side, either for the okay, Zeka stays in lane to do nothing. Cool thing. Like, I mean, there's a Drake, sure, they don't need everyone, but oh, Zeka, what was that? But Faker doesn't have any vision, so he has to be rather careful. He is not careful, and this might be a bit rough. Keria again takes the kill. Life could have looked for something, but no flash. The ignite, like W ignite maybe, but hey. Yeah. So Kingen will probably just ult someone here, unless he doesn't even get the chance for it. Ooh, he doesn't even get any far. Not too far. T1 here, 4 members invested. And yeah, now that's what I mentioned. Sure, they have the Ziggs bomb. They don't have the Ziggs bomb anymore. This is just mid lane turret gone. I mean, Guma is here not really threatened. But yeah, this is mid lane turret just more or less done. HLE Life, their comp, it's still going to pack, yeah, it's still going to ramp up from this point here. Like Zeka 2 items, Viper 2 items, Clid really getting something. Like, it's not going to get worse for the next couple of minutes. Anyway, so here, next Rift Herald fight. We got the smite, so that's very nice. Not losing our mid lane turret so easily. Oh, and Life just gets obliterated from multiple screens away. Zeus, our entire gold lead though, is also gone. Faker getting Kassadin, and as I mentioned, it was a bit too early for us. And yeah, I guess it's just 1 kill for the Rift Herald, that's not too bad, but Zeka gets the kill. He gets another shutdown as well. Shouldn't underestimate again the power of Hunger Life. Where's 1.5 items now? Pretty good. Zeka, right? He really got some good mukbang streams done. 2 items, 2 really powerful items, and they are also moving 5-man bot now. Owner sadly missed, but I mean this is Zeus. He doesn't give over a shutdown anymore. That's a kill. What else do they get? Are they brute forcing for the next turret as well? But what else are they losing across the map? So Gumayushi is probably going to take care of this turret. No, not the. Oh, that's a nice W there by Keria. Faker goes forward, but then gets chained under the turret. Very unfortunate, but also a bit greedy, we have to be honest. T1's comp on red side is actually insanely good. I just noticed. Like, how is Hunger Life ever going to start Baron? Like, have fun with Baron, right? Let's see, they're all in the pit, and I mean the poke has to land. Like, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. How are you going to do Baron against this T1 lineup? Hunger Life, they're absolutely fucking stupid. Like, how? Like, what? You have to kill them and then do Baron. There's no other way you do Baron. Dragon is a bit different due to the layout of the Rift. But Baron? Like, especially now, I mean, this was absolutely terrible. But in general, right? Even if they got a pick or something, and like how usually Barons are attempted, it's impossible against this T1 lineup. Like, Faker with the Summoner Spellbook can always access with Smite. Like, this time he doesn't have Smite, but he can access, Owner can access, and everyone else can throw shit from 2 screens away, man. And Keria, man, he's really rocking it. 5 kills on this Jhin. Very nice. Wait, is that Shojin Spear on Zeus? Yo, he's really cooking. That's not really something that you normally build on Jace, right? Right? I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to what he can do. Obviously, his Jace is absolutely sick. Does so much damage always. Probably has most damage to this game as well. Faker here on a bit of a flank. Exhaust onto Viper. And I mean, they're getting kind of wombo comboed. But they're so far ahead, it actually doesn't matter, right? The poke comp is, going forward by... Oh, very nice W there. And, yeah. Okay, what's the call? Doing nothing, everything. Okay, Baron. Okay, Baron it is. The siege of this T1 comp should also be pretty nasty. Your owner blocks it for Zeus. They have a TP flank here with Zeka, but... I mean, at best they get to Zeus, at worst they do absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. Keria and Guma sticked around a bit too long. We'll have to see. Faker hitting away on the bot lane inhibitor. Kingen comes around, but I mean, that's a bit of a joke. So Faker goes to the next one. Owner here finds Zeka there. But yeah, Faker takes the inhibitors. I mean, there's not much anyone can do. He now gets engaged upon and he just dies. Okay. That's a bit cringe. Oh, Zeka flash ult finds Gumayushi and Owner flashes into the hands of life. T1 is having a bit of a whimsy. That's 350-second death timers. Like, you're not going to get this Baron for free now. It looks like they're brute forcing it. Hopefully T1 is understanding of how they're... This is just... No, that's not it! Guma, what was that ult? Okay. Calm. There's no need to hurry, T1. As long as you kill them all, it's fine. Okay. That was a bit of a late turn. But let's see. So Faker goes in. There is, Keria and Gumayushi. They can just free fire. Sure, Cassante is Cassante. And sure, there's a Guardian's Angel. But doesn't really matter. Even if this fight would have ended a bit different. There are like 20 minions going inside the base. And now we're out. T1 has finally won this game. 43 minutes. God fucking damn it. I mean, I guess that's happened. That's the consequence of scaling. But I think this is a nice draft by T1. Sure, maybe a bit greedy, maybe a bit too much, but Hunger Life also played somewhat good. I mean, somewhat. They look a bit better. I don't know, man. Anyway, T1, Faker and co, they get revenge on Zeka and Kingen. Anyway, let's move into game number 2. Hopefully, it will be a bit faster, maybe a bit more exciting. We'll have to see. Okay, my friends, we're coming into game number 2. And Keria got the POG. I mean, remember the earlier game? Yeah, his Jhin was cracking up something. T1 here, interesting bans on the blue side. Their inability to play Zeri is a bit concerning if we move to harder opponents, right? Hopefully the ban hammer and the nerf hammer also hit her. No. Not this Nami first pick garbage again. That can't be the optimal decision. Look at this pick ban. Like, they pick Lucian. They can't even pick Lucian away. And then Nami what? Nami Urgot. Because, oh my god, am I getting silly with this? No, no. No, why? The Renekton. You could have just gone for something like Jax against all these auto-attack champions, man. Jax also with the E against Akali in a Shroud effective. And then you have the Talia. So nice. Now they pick on and Renekton is useless, man. Okay guys, so coming into game number 2 of the pick ban, I mean, I wish I could say something really cool or nice has been picked, but I mean, not really, unless you're a fan of Zeka and you want to see, oh goddammit, a pause. Anyway, I'll talk over this pause. So, you see Zeka picked his Akali, pretty nice for him. They also have some other cool picks, right? Lucian and the Yuumi, pretty good champions for Viper and Life. We'll move to this screen now. Hey, they had the Ornn in the top lane who's been chilling against Renekton. Zeus really messing up there, maybe like mispicking. Maybe that's why we have a pause. Doesn't really look like it. Anyway, Faker picking the Talia, that's really good. I mean, the Lucian and the Akali might have some problems. This Talia could be really good. Vi in the jungle, I mean, it's owner, he's going to make something happen, but not really all too great. We have Draven and Nami in the bot lane. Nami again being first picked, what should I say? So, yeah, in contradiction to the first pick ban, which was exciting, we had some cool comps. This one is just really, really meh. Okay, my friends, here you can see my co-commentator, the cat. Hopefully she can bless us today with a T1 victory. Actually, now thinking about it, in comparison to game number 1, where T1, even though they had a bit worse lanes, you could say, they won top lane level 1. They won. Oh, that's a re-engage there by Clid. But are you sure about that? First blood comes through for the Vi. Sure, she has to flash in the wrong direction, but that's also a bunch of summoner spells used there, and in the end it's a 1-for-1. First blood goes over for T1 and the bot lane has to go. Let's see what Guma and Keria do with the minion wave. We'll have to see here. Oh, that's the ult, that's the next ult, and that's the next one. And owner, very nice follow there. And sure, I know in the end Nami gets it. That's unfortunate. A couple of summoner spells used, but with Zeka arguably the strongest member on Hunger Life gone. Yeah, that's a free objective, so T1 picks up another one, gets a bunch of assists as well. We'll have to see, are we going to use it in top lane? Maybe. Soul point, sadly not collected, but I mean, it's Ocean Soul anyway, so like who really cares? We're already rich enough, we already got that drip in our inventory. We don't need some ocean, no. And yeah, so the Renekton, even though it's a Renekton, right, as bad as that is, that's that. And Zeus here comes in with the flank. Are they going to be able to take care of Kingen? No! No, they aren't, and that's the first kill for Zeka. He also lands the E onto Guma. Rift Shroud popped, so yeah, Renekton, my guys. I don't know how Kingen lived. I think they wanted to give the kill over, but then... Okay, my friends, so Soul Point now, even though delayed, T1 is looking at it. T1 is also obviously happy with taking a fight, or not really forcing it, but taking it. Faker puts down the W and god fucking damn it! Clid is able to get it, and now T1, I mean, they're still looking for some sort of fight, but I don't know about this one here. Get some good damage down, but I don't know. Like the first line of engage already failed, and then trying to re-engage desperately after the first one. This looks like a really rough game now from this angle. Guma here also not doing any damage onto Kingen, obviously with the Collector second. That's that. And now we do the brilliant move of giving over Soul Point for Baron. A Baron that we can't really take down. Right, Zeka TP's in. Are we going for a turn? Yeah, there's still a control ward onto the objective. We just lose the soul. If Owner is actually ulting this Ornn, then I'm losing my mind. And yeah, T1, they have no idea. They know they're losing. And yeah, Renekton. So I guess we actually lose this game, no? Right? Like, what do we do from this point onwards, right? We have completely lost control over this game. We're getting outscaled. I mean, team fighting still somewhat works, but like if you're just so far behind, right, in relative ways, then that's just that. We have to Baron flip kinda, right? But like if we lose the Baron, we lose faster. If we get the Baron, that might be something. But oh god. Okay, yeah, I guess the game is over. Right, Gumayushi loses his 600, 700 stacks without getting a kill. Like, I'm going to pause for a second. There's a control ward here. Here's a control ward. Here's a control ward. Absolutely no vision for T1. They don't see Akali coming. They don't see the Ornn coming. They have no fucking idea what is going on. While Hangwalife has complete control over the area, right? Because T1, it wasn't even their business anymore at this point. And, well, that's just how this game's going to end. We lose the soul, and then we lose the fight, and then the game ends. I mean, at least we get game number 3 with this. Here, sure, cancel the ult there, but yeah, Renekton, and Owner is doing that. And in the meantime, well, our backline is being absolutely destroyed. Yeah. I mean, nice try to save Keria there, but Faker, you're going to die for that, right? Because Clid can do... Oh, what was that? Yeah, Faker, nice try, but well, yeah. So yeah, about this game, T1 just a bit too arrogant maybe, I don't know. Maybe they didn't really know what to do. Pretty weird, right? The early game went pretty chill, right? Laning advantages everywhere. That was good at the time. But then, right, they let it cook too long, right? And yeah, it overcooked. And yeah, now they're kind of done with it. Again, laning phase good. Then in the mid game, if you really need to like do something, right, with this Vi, with this Talia ult, right? If you don't use these tools correctly to gain any advantages, right? That's just that, right? If you don't set up situations where your Draven gets kills, then this is just that, right? Talia, Vi, Draven. Like, you can't just say, okay, we scale with them, right? They're not really made for that. Owner? No, okay. We'll have to see. I mean, he does know at least some damage to Kingen, but yeah. This game is reaching its logical conclusion that we could have we kinda saw coming from the pick ban, right? If you have only 4 champions. And even these 4 champions don't really do their job all too well. I mean, I guess, right? Even Renekton, okay, yeah. I mean, he goes onto the Wukong. Owner here, again, getting countered by stopwatches. And so that's the game. Pretty sad affair. But at least we know that pick ban actually matters. And a way better showing from Hangwalife. Sure, they didn't have to do much, right? Their champions spoke for themselves, and T1's inability to make anything happen also. Anyway, let's go into game number 3. At least we get one more right. Till then. Okay, my friends, in case I cut it out from the pick ban, this game is going to be really cool. I think both teams have some really interesting... Let's see. I don't think much is happening. Both teams have some really interesting like pick bans here. Hangwa Life, obviously, they have a really strong Kassadin being able to pop around here and there. Top lane, nothing is going to happen. Kinken and Zeus just bing chilling. Clid, he has to go bot with this Elise comes through, and still we get the opponent to play it. Owner, no Elise, no Nidalee, sad. Yeah, Owner has to help Faker put Zeka a bit into the dirt. Faker with the Yone got a counter pick there against the Kassadin. Bot lane, very old school, very much 2022. The Jinx and the Soraka are really cool, but the problem is, yeah, Viper and Life, they got so much early power, so much early pushing. Oh, Clid here, he has now smite advantage. Ooh, nice twisted advance, but now Owner doesn't have many cooldowns. Let's see, Clid here in a 1v2, but the enemy bot lane is also coming. And the Elise goes up in the air. But as... Oh, he donates! No, not really donates, but he wanted to obviously flash over the wall to get away. I mean, Faker was also on the way, but he just gave over a kill to Guma, and now he is having a great time there in the bot lane. I mean, if you look at the farm, he's actually even if he picks up these 4 there. And in the end, nothing much happening. Ooh, Kinken coming for a lane gank. Wait, they pinged it. T1 is moving away. They have these wards there, and now it comes. Guma though, all alone. I mean, I don't understand. Why flash? What is he doing? You pinked it. You knew it was happening. The casters also said it. They were expecting it. They saw him on the ward. I mean, at that point it was kinda too late. But you knew this was happening. Then I respect. I died for the minions. Like, I don't respect it, but that's at least a call. But then why flash? Faker here uses the E. They know it. And yeah, E and W. So both are on cooldown here. And yeah, that's just, I don't know. That's pretty greedy pathing there. Due to the way that he pathed directly around the corner. There was nearly no way for him to see the cocoon before it hit him, right? Because it went through, yeah, through the wall, right? It's like, yeah, have fun with that. Okay, so the next Drake is around. Nearly 500 stacks for Viper. First items, well finished around the board. Flashes, well, up and available for nearly everyone. Ults available for everyone. T1, they really need this. They really need this Drake. Mountain Drake, really good for them, really bad for Hangwa Life that T1 gets that, right? You know what that means. And I mean, it's also soul point for Hangwa Life at 17 minutes. The Kassadin comp can't really get the Drake that early on. Like, we give it up? What? We give up the oh, come on, T1. Why? Level 15. And fully stacked both items, 40 seconds till the objectives. T1, like, you don't see any wards around the area. I don't know what's going on today. It doesn't really feel like a great T1 day, man. Pick ban, kinda weird in all 3 games. Sure, game number 1 was, I mean, at least I had like an idea. This one, okay, but like, besides 2, not really any meta champions. Like, look at the setup. Like, what are we going to do? Like, sure, we have some form of engage of like Zeus running in, Owner pressing R, but like, how are we going to force ourselves into this corridor here? Like, it's a bit rough. Now we have finally made it in. Zeus a bit low, but I mean, Keria is there for him. Zeka looking for a flank. Like we need to get to this Drake, kill the Elise, somehow do anything. Okay, okay. GG. Game is over. The game is over. T1, they beat anyone. They beat DRX. They beat, I don't know, Genji, Downward plus Kia. But against fucking 1-3 Hangwa Life, we suddenly forget how the game works. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the draft. Yeah, maybe. Three, like, one lane being irrelevant, one lane being, I mean, kinda non-active, and one lane being pushed in. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah. So in case you didn't notice, Viper got a kill in the game in that team fight. Something Guma wasn't able to do. I guess a skill issue. And yeah, like this game is obviously absolutely over. There's not really much T1 can do. Zeka and Kingen are absolutely immortal. And yeah, the logical consequence of picking a C tier AD carry means Soraka isn't really all too bad, but there's not much she can do. Faker here, I mean, great, but you see he doesn't do any damage. Guma doesn't do any damage. Mountain Soul stays absolutely balanced. I mean, hey, yeah. So yeah, Hangwa Life Esports and T1 beat T1, and that's T1's first defeat. So no undefeated Spring Split this time. I'm absolutely pissed by the like pretty bad performance that we've put on the Rift today. I guess at least we can say for Hangwa Life, pretty positive. Would be that Clid is at least performing. The rest, like, we're stable at least. We saw some solid teamwork. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man, what to say honestly about this these T1 performances here. I'm going to skip around now. T1 like, failing in execution and failing in draft preparation a bit, with maybe a bit, yeah, too much experimental friendship, and yeah, too hard to draft comps. My cat also yeah, didn't want to look at any of this mess. She headed to the bed, and I think she now wakes up after this series is gone. I think that tells you enough. Anyway, so next one, I think against Live Sandbox. Hopefully T1 yeah, can show up a bit better. At least Hangwa Life, good for them. This super team, they needed a win, and I mean, at least T1 is charitable enough to donate that one over. Till the next one, hopefully more reasons to smile then.